Madness, the only game in town. All reported finals at kcbd.com. Big thanks to Pizza Hut at 50th and Elgin for feeding our staff. Let's run through as many highlights as we can. Of course, ladies first. Midland in town, taking on Friendship early on. Tigers find Andy Cadell. Big three. They roared out to a 13-point lead. Then it's Abby to Abby. Boyd to Holder for the hoop. Friendship kicking it out to Allison Bollinger for the three. Friendship wins it 72-25, a big district win. Abilene Cooper in town, taking on Lubbock High. Lubbock High with an early 10-point lead. Kerrigan Parrott to a wide-open Kyla Spites. Banking in the three, the game in reach. But the Lady Westerners in control, up 9. McAllen Marshall over to Camille Reynolds, who extends the lead. Then later in the first, Reynolds going to get the rebound, put it back up and in. Lubbock High, an impressive year. They get the 73-60 win. Tahoka at number 2, New Home. Lady Leopards on the run early. They're going to find Kelby Backus for the hoop. New Home scored the first 16 points of the game. Tahoka finally ends that stretch. Kendra Garces quickly driving and scoring. They're on the board. New Home going inside to outside. Backus with the 3-ball. New Home wins at home 67-23. Hoop Madness Team of the Week. Number 7 Ropes at Lorenzo. In the third, Lady Eagles going to get it up, and it's going to fall for Ava Grace Falls. Ropes up 17 to the 4th. Tatum Melton knocking down the 3-ball, swishing it. Ropes gets a 59-49 W on the road. Meta at Cotton Center, who I spotlighted last night, their great sportsmanship. Tonight, 5-on-5. Meta gets it up to Faith Haley for the layup. And then in the 4th, Rachel Walden going to knock down the 3-ball here for the Lady Elks, but Meta gets the 55-28 win over Troy Moses's Cotton Center Lady Elks. Number 2, undefeated All Saints at Kingdom Prep. Reagan Rose over to Double C. Campbell Carper. Back to Rose, who puts it in for the Lady Pats. They're up 7. In the third, Carper to Chloe Conover. Nothing stopping her. All Saints up by 9. The Lady Warriors came to play. Kendall Swaffer up and in. It's a 2-point game, but All Saints hangs in to win it 39-35. They remain undefeated. Abilene Christian in town, taking on Christ the King. Game tied in the third. Camilla James connects with Ella Mendez. Nothing but net. Lady lines up 2. Same score. Emma Team finds her teammate, Brinley Toogood, and she's too good. So is her shot. Road team up 1. Still down 1. Caitlin Hall going beyond the 3-point line. CTK had the lead, but in the end, Abilene Christian wins 32-31, a heartbreaker. We got some boys action. All Saints ranked number 2 at number 5, Kingdom Prep. Then Lashaway over to Tommy Nicholson. Fouled, and he gets the and 1. Patriots down 3. Rohan Felton over to Caden Mead. All Saints down 1. Same score later. Felton going to come up with this nice shot here. The Patriots win the Crosstown Showdown 37-24. 4A Brownwood at number 2 in 1A, Jayton. Third quarter, it's Jayton's Griff Reel. The 3, the Guthrie transfer is real good. Great addition to the Jaybirds. Then look at Aiden Salazar. Great moves. He'll drive in for the layup for the Jayton Jaybirds, and they get the big win, 63-49. That's Hoop Madness. Stay with us. We'll be right back.